It's better at Burke. Better care, better service, better price.
Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson with the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. It's better at Burke. This is week number 2 of the winter sports season. That means we are into girls and boys basketball now, as well as wrestling and swimming. Those are the winter sports. And we'll have a weekly segment for you each Wednesday during the winter sports season. Now, this week we have not one, not two, but 3 sets of basketball highlights for you, including a rivalry matchup between the Wildwood and Wildwood Catholic boys. Cape May Tech boys also in action at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. And we have highlights from the Ocean City girls as they try to stay unbeaten so far. That's all still ahead, but first, let's begin with that big rivalry contest between the Wildwood and Wildwood Catholic boys at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. Our camera's on hand inside the Wildwoods Convention Center for day number 1 of the annual Boardwalk Basketball Classic last Saturday. On the boys' side, Wildwood and Wildwood Catholic, they get the marquee matchup start time of 6 o'clock in the evening. First quarter, number 15 in white is Matt Capozzoli. If at first you don't succeed, 10 points and 7 rebounds for number 15, Matt Capozzoli. Later in the first, it's number 23, Chuck Fields, who is on the run after the block at the far end. Fields elevates and throws one down. 16 points, 5 rebounds for Chuck Fields. All Crusaders in the first quarter in this one as number 2, Jacob Hopping drives baseline, spots a wide open Taj Thweet for the jam. Underneath, two-handed flush for Thweet as he finishes with 12 points and 9 rebounds. It's 19-3 Wildwood Catholic after 1. Second quarter now, Wildwood tries to claw their way back in it. Number 23 in maroon, Kion Flanders. He scoops up the loose ball, takes it all the way in for 2. Flanders finishes with 12 points for the Warriors. And still at the far end, number 24, Donnie Rexepi spots number 14, Tyler Tomlin, open beyond the arc. Tomlin leads all scorers with a game-high 19 points as the 3-ball is good. But too much Wildwood Catholic for the Warriors to handle in this one as number 3, Caleb Fields, pulls up the free throw line. He tickles the twine. 15 points, 5 rebounds for Caleb Fields. 74-44 the final on this one. Crusaders win by 30. Dave DeWeese's team now 4-0. They'll play again next on Friday against Montgomery Blair High School out of Maryland. Our thanks to SNJ Today. For more boys highlights here, the Cape May Tech boys are in green facing Wall Township in white. This is the Dave Lewis Memorial Bracket. First quarter, number 3, Josh Wright drives baseline, spots number 22, James Longstreet for the basket. 12 points and 9 rebounds for James Longstreet. And later, it's number 3, Josh Wright. Count the basket plus the foul. Team high 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists for Josh Wright. But going the other way, you have to stop ball, and the Hawks let number 22, Steve Geis, get all the way to the cup for 2. A game-high 28 points for Steve Geis. 65-57 the final. The Crimson Knights win it by 8 to advance to the championship game. Cape May Tech falls to 1-3 on the young season. More boys scores now. Ocean City gets past Burlington City. Burlington Tech last Saturday, 56-50. Isaac Robertson, Donovan Graham, and Luke Varello all with 13 points each for the Red Raiders. They improve to 3-1, and Max Shelby hits for a team-high 23 points to help Middle Township beat arch-rival Lower Cape May 60-54. Also last Saturday, Jalen Freeman had 16 points for the Panthers to go along with 6 assists. Coley Holton, 10.6 rebounds, 2 assists. Kudos to Pat Holden, team high 23 points for Lower Cape May. in the loss. Middle improves to 2-2, Lower falls to 1-2. Now in Tuesday action last night, Ocean City wins 61-45 over Conrad Science out of Delaware. Jacob McQuarrie at game high 19 points for the Red Raiders. Isaac Robertson and Luke Farello each chip in 14 points. OC with only 9 turnovers in the game, as John Bruno's team is now 4-1, and Middle Township wins 57-39 over Burlington Tech in the nightcap. There's Burlington Tech. Jalen Freeman, a game-high 23 points. Coley Holton, 13. Anthony Farmer's Panthers, now 3-2 overall for now. That's boys basketball. In girls action, that's not a new assistant coach for Ocean City. Talking to head coach Paul Baruffi, it's Red Raider alum and Rider alum Julia Duggan, who's now playing basketball professionally in Germany. Always good to see Julia Duggan come back and support her high school team. First quarter, number 10, Tori Rolls. Spots number 3, Kylie Wires open for 3. Wires knocks it down for 3 of her 10 points in the contest. And later, it's number 3, Wires over to number 1, Danielle Donahue. Donahue hits from the free throw line. Ocean City leads 17-4 after 1, 35-15 at the half. We'll skip ahead to the third quarter here as number 43 in red, Emma Finnegan from the corner. She leads all scorers with 15 points in just 21 minutes of action on the floor. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for Finnegan begin again. And with that healthy lead, Ocean City able to turn defense into offense. Number 3, Wires, and number 10, Rolls. Tori Rolls converts 56-33 the final. The Red Raiders win handily to stay unbeaten at 5-0 so far. Once again, Ocean City looks like a team to beat in both the Cape Atlantic League and also South Jersey Group 3. Let's take a look at some more girls' scores now from the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. Wildwood Catholic wins 48-24 over Bridgeton last Saturday. You're going to hear me say the name Mariana Papazoglu a lot this season for Wildwood Catholic. She leads the way, game-high 24 points and 12 rebounds for the Crusaders. That's a double-double. Wildwood wins 42-34 over Lower Cape May. Maddie McCracken, a game-high 23 points for Teresa Cuniff's Warriors. Olivia Levin hits for 16 points for Lower Cape May in the loss. The Middle Township girls, they lose a tough one, 42-39 against Atlantic City. Kyra Sides, a game-high 17 points, 6 rebounds for Middle. Victoria London, 11 points. Nadine Coyle pulls down 10 rebounds, but Middle falls to 1-3. That's last Saturday. Now, yesterday, Wildwood wins again. Maddie McCracken going off for a game-high 30 points for the Warriors against St. Dominic Academy. Jenna Hans, 11 points too. The Wildwood girls are off to a 3-1 start. And Lower Cape May picks up win number 1 on the season with a 44-33 win over King's Christian School out of Pennsylvania. Olivia Levin, game high 25 points to go along with 7 rebounds. Caper Tigers now 1-3 overall, and that's girls basketball. In wrestling, Ocean City picks up win number 1 of the season with a 43-36 victory at Lower Cape May last Friday. Louis Williams starts things off with a pin at 120 for OC. Red Raiders also get pins from Nick McCardle, Rosario La Rosa, and Nick Sanino. Billy Kroger wins by major decision at 170 for the Red Raiders. They are now 1-1. Lower gets pins, meanwhile, from Corey Brandt, Dominic Robertson, and Jacob Baxter, but the Caper Tigers do start the season off at 0-2. That is high school wrestling. And one co-ed swimming score from the week that was, Cape May Tech swims past Pleasantville at home, 101-55. David Wirtz from the Hawks wins the 200 freestyle in a time of 256.76. Gabby Enright takes the 100 butterfly for Tech. Allie Boehm from the Hawks wins the 500 free. For now, that's high school swimming. Okay, in the meantime, don't forget to give props to my colleague. Her name is Steph Sella. She's pictured with me here if you see her out and about. Steph joined me at Burke Motor Group last Friday along with Doug Burke and Francie Burke. They're in the picture as well. Steph shoots most of the highlights you see. She edits the segment together, so if you're watching like Mr. Melchiori does regularly, he stopped me at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic to let me know that we're doing a good job. I said, are you watching Under Review? He says, oh yes, I watch it every week. So we're glad that you're out there. If you see Steph, please go up to her and say, we are watching Under Review. In the meantime, we'll have our next Under Review. That'll be next Wednesday, and the date is January the 3rd. In the meantime, don't forget, if you have a story idea or suggestion, you can always email me at pthompson@cmcherald.com. That's my first initial and last name, so pthompson@cmcherald.com. Faster scores and news, you can find us on Facebook at Cape May County Sports by clicking like on that page, or we're on Twitter as well. Go to @CMC Herald Sports. That is our Twitter handle. Once again, Under Review, brought to you by the fine folks at the Burke Motor Group. It's better at Burke. Trust me. My sincere thanks to Doug Burke, Francie Burke, and Dave Burke for all they do and for hosting me at their dealership last Friday. Had a great time out there, right off exit 10 of the Parkway, Bayberry Drive. It really is better at Burke. Hope to see you right back here then next Wednesday for another winter edition of Under Review. In the meantime, thank you for watching.